Hey guys, I'm Chris from Rextech. Today we will be comparing the differences between the HTC Vive Consumer Edition and the Acer Windows Mixed Reality headset. First of all, the HTC Vive retails at Ringgit Malaysia 2,999 and the Acer WMR OJO500 retails at 1,899. With the price differences this big, let us find out which virtual reality headset that we should get. We will be introducing the HTC Vive Consumer Edition. Okay, so in this box, the basic things that we will get. So the first thing that you will get in the box is the HTC Consumer Edition version 1.5 headset. Okay, and two motion controllers. Okay, and two of these base stations. So with all this, once you set up, you'll be able to use the HTC Vive. And for the Acer Windows Mixed Reality, you will be getting one headset, the Acer OJO500 headset, but this one we will be using to show you guys is the first version. Okay, this is the first version of Acer WMR. So in this box, it is the new one. Okay, it doesn't have any big differences. Okay, other than the adjustable IPD, which is the interpupillary distance. Okay, and you will have two of these motion controllers, the Windows Mixed Reality motion controllers. So what are the differences between these two headsets? Let's go and check out the resolution.
The HTC Vive features a dual AMOLED screen with a resolution of 1080x1200 pixels per eye. That makes up a total effective of 2160x1200 pixels combined. So with a refresh rate of 90Hz, you will not get nausea feelings. With a field of view of 110 degrees, definitely you'll get a very good view in your VR world. And next up, we have the Acer OJO500 with a resolution of 1440x1440 pixels per eye, and it will make up a total effective of 2880x1440 pixels combined, which is higher than the HTC Vive, with the same refresh rate of 90Hz and a slightly lower field of view of 100 degrees.
And let's talk about the Acer headset. Okay, it uses a very hard strap. Okay, and it can be adjusted using this knob here. And when you are maybe approached by your friend in real life that you want to look at things surrounding you, then what you can do is just flip the headset up without having to remove the whole headset, and once you are ready to go back, you can just flip it down back to cover your vision. So after that, we will talk about the HTC Vive headset. HTC Vive headset fits better and more firmly compared to the Acer Windows Mixed Reality headset, and the HTC Vive uses a Velcro as the soft strap at the side to tighten up and to hold onto your face firmly. But in case you need to take out your headset for the HTC Vive, you need to remove the whole thing out without the advantage of flipping it up and flipping it down for better access. And next will be the audio. So both of these supports a 3.5mm jack, okay, for your headset. Same goes to the HTC Vive. Okay, what you can do is just grab onto any headset that has a 3.5mm jack. However, the OJO500 edition comes with two headphones, so it will be slightly more convenient without having to get an extra headset. For the HTC side, to get the headphone, you will need to get the Vive Pro, which will cost you 6,099 ringgit. For the Vive headset, on the weight comparison side, the Vive is slightly heavier than the Acer headset. However, during gameplay, it will be hardly noticeable. And next, we'll be talking about controllers. So they are more or less the same, okay, for all the buttons, the trackpad and stuff. But the Acer Mixed Reality controller comes with a joystick. So let's talk about the HTC Vive controller first. Build quality wise, HTC Vive controllers definitely is a very solid controller. I would say HTC did a very good job on the controllers because it's very rigid, okay? You won't feel that it's flimsy and easy to break. It's slightly heavier compared to the Acer one, and if you are playing fast-paced game, for example like the Beat Saber, you get tired very fast because the whole thing is quite heavy. And the Acer side, the advantage is actually the grip is better compared to the HTC Vive. You won't feel that you will fling the whole controller away when you're using the Acer one, but for the HTC, you will feel that the grip is not that good. It may just slip and fly off from your hand. So both of these controllers actually come with a safety strap on, so you won't accidentally throw them away. And for the HTC controller, it uses a micro USB charging, okay? And for the Acer Windows Mixed Reality controllers, it uses two AA standard 1.5 volt batteries. For the HTC, yes, you might get a very convenient charging. For the Acer controllers, the advantage is that you won't get any battery degradation over time compared to the HTC because the batteries are actually built into the controllers. So battery lifespan may decrease over time if you're using the HTC ones, but for the Acer ones, you can just easily swap out to a new battery. But the bad thing is, it's quite expensive to keep changing batteries, as this thing actually takes up a lot of battery life. And for recharge, you may think, I might as well get a rechargeable battery. But one thing is, rechargeable batteries that we usually get outside are actually 1.2 volts. So it's lower than the 1.5 volt suggested by the controller. And it may cause the controller to detect that you have a low battery situation and the vibration wouldn't work. So there is something lost there, and you will keep having a notification at the side. And for the HTC Vive, you definitely won't face such problem. Next up, we'll be talking about the apps and games support for these two headsets. The HTC comes with the Vive port, which is the main selling point of the HTC Vive. It's a subscription-based platform where you can get hundreds of high-quality apps and games without needing any extra software to run all the games on this headset, as they are developed from ground up to support the HTC Vive. Same goes to the Steam VR platform, so you can actually get games from Steam and play it directly on this headset. For the Acer Windows Mixed Reality, there is the downside. So you can't really play Vive port games here unless you have a modded software running behind. So for the Steam VR to work on the Acer WMR headset, you'll need to download an extra software. That's the only downside of it. And some games might not fully support the Acer controllers. So you will have hard time controlling your characters or playing in the games that you are playing, because the original design is for the HTC Vive controllers and are not for the Acer ones. So these are the downside, but with the extra software, it slightly helps. And so far we've tested around 80% of the games that only support the HTC Vive and the Oculus can actually work on the Acer Windows Mixed Reality headset. So before we end, we'll talk about the pros and cons of these two headsets. For the HTC Vive, the first thing and the best thing about it is the accuracy. It has extreme accuracy compared to the Acer Windows Mixed Reality, and it is highly expandable, so you can get extra trackers to put on your waist and on your legs to give you a full body tracking inside the VR world. And for the controllers, it's very rigid. Okay, it doesn't bend. It is really rigid, and you have a higher feel of feel inside the headset compared to the Acer Windows Mixed Reality headset, and the controllers are rechargeable. So these are actually the pros for the HTC headset. However, on the disadvantage, the headset has a slightly lower resolution compared to the Acer ones, and you will have a screen door effect. So what is the screen door effect? It is something like this. You will see all the black color bars surrounding the LED side. So it wouldn't be very comfortable if you have already played on the Acer Windows Mixed Reality, which has a higher resolution and doesn't have obvious screen door effects. And the HTC Vive, one of the disadvantages is the hardware. It has too many hardwares. To improve accuracy, you will need slightly more hardware compared to the Acer Windows Mixed Reality. So the HTC Vive actually is slightly more hassle to set up, and that's about it. And for the Acer Windows Mixed Reality, what are the advantages? The advantage first, definitely the higher resolution of 1440p times 1440p per eye, and making it up to 2880 times 1440p combined resolution. And the second point is it's very fast and easy to set up, as it only runs on two cables, which is the HDMI and the USB 3.0 port. And the headset actually flips up and you can put it down back, so it's very convenient and doesn't need you to take off the whole headset if you are interacting with the real world and going back to the VR. And for the OJO 500, you will get the headphones. Okay, this one, the first generation, doesn't come with the headphone, but the OJO 500, the new one, actually comes with the headphone, and the IPD, the interpupillary distance, can be adjusted as well. But the cons, okay, the disadvantage of this headset is it has, I would say, a poor accuracy compared to HTC Vive, and it needs to be constantly changing all your batteries. Unless you can find a 1.5 watt rechargeable battery, then it will be slightly convenient, because these controllers actually takes up a lot of power. And for the OJO 500 or generally the Acer Windows Mixed Reality headset, there are no space for expandability. And therefore, this wraps up today's comparison between the HTC Vive and the Acer Windows Mixed Reality headset. Whether which one should you get, that will be really up to you, and depending on what kind of situation and application you will be using it. The HTC Vive, we will feel that it's more suitable for people who already experience VR and who require a high accuracy VR environment. And for the Acer Windows Mixed Reality, we will suggest to people who are just starting or to trying to get into the VR gaming or VR solution. And both of these headsets actually makes up a very good starting point for you to get into the VR. Of course, if you are looking for high accuracy, this is the one that you should go, the HTC Vive. And if you are going in just for a better resolution, you can get the Acer Windows Mixed Reality, because it's way cheaper compared to the HTC Vive. But for the long run, definitely the HTC Vive wins because of the expandability. So whether you would want to get the Acer Windows Mixed Reality or the HTC Vive, it will be depending on what you want to use it for. And thank you, I'm Chris from RiceTech, and I hope to be able to get more content out soon, and I hope you guys can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button and it will definitely make us feel very happy. Thank you for your support, and bye.